morning to sir and my friends. I'm Dankasen and my metric number is 277039 from Group F.
I am Chan Hee-yu. My metric number is 281370.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Izzatifah binti Zulkifli, batch number 280600.
Hello, my name is Tanua Anapurva Namamuthi. My metric number is 280358.
Hello, my name is Hannah, anak perempuan SC Senmuga. My metric number is 281685.
Today, my group member and I will present the topic which is Islamic basis conventional capital market. The capital market is a market for buying and selling bonds, stock, and other financial security. Besides that, capital market also identified as a long-term financial instrument, and the purpose is to convert saving into long-term productive investment. The capital market has two different markets, which is the primary market and the secondary market. Primary market transactions sell new share or bond to investor, usually through a mechanism called underwriting. However, secondary market trade accepting and privately issue security. Besides that, the capital market has another division in each market, which is stock market and the bond market. The function of Islamic capital market is same as the conventional capital market, but the transaction mentioned of the Islamic capital market does not conflict with the consent of Muslims and the religious belief of Islam. Investment is Sharia compliant security is not limited to Muslim, because security that meet the Sharia law are part of a security list on Bursa Malaysia. All Islamic capital market instruments and institutions must abide by the principle of Sharia, which is prohibition of riba, gara, margin, and producing the product are prohibited by Islamic principles such as alcohol, pork, and tobacco.
Talk about the evolution of Islamic capital market and conventional capital market. Islamic capital market is started in the 1970s. The Islamic Development Bank was established in 1975 with the support of the Organization of the Islamic Convention. The establishment of IDP strengthened the Islamic Bank established in the other Muslim countries such as the Dubai Islamic Bank. In the 1980s, the Malaysia First Islamic Bank was established, which is the Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad was established in 1983. Then, the major institution of Islamic capital market was established in 1990 is the Accounting and Auditing Organization of Islamic Financial Institutions. In 2000, Islamic Financial Service Firm was officially integrated on 2002 and began operation on 2003. Then, the conventional capital market is begun in the 1003. The Venetians are the lenders in this field who are the first to start lending to other government security. The lender will like broken today, carry information about which issue of sale and meet the customer. Then, in 1531, a stock exchange was established by Bangladesh. In the 1005, Bangladesh exchange trading is only have bond and promotional note. Then, in the 1006, the India Company was established, and it is recognized as the first publicly traded company in the world. In 1007, London First Stock Exchange was formally established in 1773, named the London Stock Exchange. Then the New York Stock Exchange was established also after 19 years. Then the NASDAQ was established in 1970 to trade security electricity. The Islamic capital market is assist to raise funds in the halal method, representing the Sharia law of Islamic companies and Muslim countries. In Islamic capital market, they raise capital by two ways, which are by sell the equity in the form of stock and sell the debit in the form of sukuk. Then, the conventional capital market is primarily to transfer the saved wealth to someone can use the wealth for long-term production purpose, such as a company that raises the capital. They have two main types of people in the capital market, such as the people who seed the capital and the other is the people who provide capital. In conventional capital market, they raise capital by two ways, which is by sell the equity in the form of stock and sell the debit in the form of bonds.
The economic background of Islamic capital market is founded on the Islamic economy, which defies knowledge of Sharia laws which limit injustice in acquisition and disposal of material resources. The Islamic capital market to ensure the person's pleasure and allow them to fulfill Allah's and society's duties, which is regulatory economics. As for the conventional capital market is founded on the conventional sciences that study how individuals, governments, businesses and nations decide to allocate finite resources to meet their limitless positive economic wishes. Market forces and profit in Islamic capital. The market forces and the market economy do not negate by the Islam. Even the motive for profits is reasonably acceptable. Islam has placed some divine dimension on economic operation after acknowledging private ownership's profit motivation and market forces. These constraints by Allah and Allah the all-powerful examples of such divine prohibition are the prohibition of riba, usury or interest, gambling, stockpiling of products or services, illicit, short sales and speculative trades. As for the conventional capital market is, in the conventional economies there is unrestricted authority to take economic decisions for the sake of profit or private ownerships. Their freedom has no influence over God comments.
The part that I'm going to present is finance and product. For finance, there are four parts, which is asset backing finance, basis of activity finance, and risk and return. In Islamic financing, asset backing finance is the main important feature. Islam does not recognize money as a subject of trade. Meanwhile, for conventional capitalist concept, the banks and financial institutions only manage money and bank notes. That is why they are banned in many countries. Basis of activity finance in Islamic capital market offer investment instrument for projects that useful and add value to society. Meanwhile, the conventional capital market offer investment instrument whether beneficial to the society or not for any profitable. And the last one for finance is risk and return. Risk sharing is important in Islamic capital market. In conventional capital market, risks are better avoided. Next, for product. Product in Islamic capital market are diverse, including Islamic funds, sukuk, Sharia compliant equities, equity fund, Islamic exchange traded funds, and Islamic real estate investment trust. In conventional capital market, there are equities, derivative, and bonds. There also has four parts in products such as real versus artificial products, product development, accessibility of the product, and liquidity. Real versus artificial products in Islamic capital market is always matched with the appropriate goods and services. Meanwhile, conventional capital market interest-based financing does not necessarily create real asset. For product development, Islamic capital market is more slow compared to conventional capital market. For accessibility of the product, sometimes investors lack access to the Islamic capital market, different with the conventional capital market that has a very easy accessible. Lastly, liquidity. Because the products are inaccessible to the customer, it was like to convert the investment into cash not as quickly. And for conventional capital market, because the market is easy to navigate and they are in customer and it is very liquid compared to Islamic capital market product. Thank you.
The individual and society risk sharing, property rights, right and obligation are the strength of the Islamic capital market. Besides that, Islamic capital market have a similar principle guiding sustainability and responsible investment. These rate them are more easy to get the help of the various local financial institutions and market which is provide Islamic infrastructure platform. The demand of Islamic product has such when the investors are aware that the Islamic capital market more strictly abided by Islamic religious values, principles, and law. However, Islamic capital market has a weakness, which is still have copy conventional capital market product when developing a product. In conclusion, Islamic capital market and conventional capital market has their own categories. As investors, we should know that financial instruments are used to choose the most suitable to us. Therefore, Islamic capital market and conventional capital market cannot simply compare which is the best, but we can compare which is most suitable for us. That's all. Thank you.
As a conclusion, we have done a short briefing video. Hope you guys like it. Thank you.